Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Iggy's Bodybuilding Camp. In today's video, I'm going to look at another bodybuilding myth. And this is a myth that isn't challenged, it's unquestioned. And that is that your protein consumption needs to be 1 gram per pound of body weight or 2.2 grams per kilo of body weight. And this simply isn't true. I can only assume that this myth originates from protein and supplement companies who invest in athletes, in celebrities, in research and articles and advertising space to market and push home the fact that you should be consuming lots and lots of protein. And you then are subliminally convinced to go out and purchase their protein powders, protein bars and other protein supplements. I have done a ton of research on this area, and two guys who I respect highly in the bodybuilding and fitness industry, Dr. Eric Helms and Menno Henselmans. If you haven't heard of these guys, where have you been? You need to do a bit of research, go on Google, check them out, check them out on YouTube. They have done so much research. They are highly distinguished, very highly educated people who have a wealth of knowledge in this area. And there's also so many other studies that have been done. Studies around strength training athletes where they've given them a lower dosage of protein versus a higher dosage of protein and measured the impact in terms of protein synthesis, in terms of metabolism of the protein, in terms of the anabolic reaction in the body. They've done various research which proves that the most absolute highest limit of protein that your body needs is 0.82 grams per pound of body weight or 1.8 grams per kilo of body weight. That is very much the absolute most amount of protein that you will ever need to make sure that you are continuing to build muscle. I will link this website in the description below. It's run by Menno Henselmans, and he cited a number of different studies and research done by Tarnopolsky, Wahlberg, Lemon, Hoffman, and he's done a great summary table at the bottom which shows you what all of these studies ultimately surmise. And that is, if you look at the 3 different lines, you've got your strength athlete here, the upper line, middle line is the endurance athlete, bottom line is a normal sedentary individual. And what you see here is for the sedentary individual, about 0.9 grams of protein per kilo of body weight. Anything above that, because they're not using their muscles for anything else, excess protein makes no difference to the protein synthesis. For the endurance athlete, from about 1.3, 1.4 grams onwards, there's no difference in how their body synthesizes protein. And for the strength athlete, at about 1.8 grams per kilo of body weight, any more protein beyond that, there's no difference. It doesn't increase protein synthesis, and therefore the body is not using that protein for muscle building, anabolic purposes. It's just being used for energy. Now, saying that, there's nothing wrong with having more protein and utilizing for energy, but ultimately the purpose of this video is to show you that there is no need, in essence, to have more. Now, the only exception to this rule is if you're in your teens, early 20s, and you are starting off in bodybuilding. You've obviously got naturally quite a high level of testosterone and growth hormone, so your ability to A, grow muscle, and B, synthesize protein is going to be much higher than the average natural person. And 2, if you're obviously on high doses of anabolic steroids. Obviously in that case, your protein consumption can be whatever the hell you want it to be based on the amount of, anabolic chicken that you're taking. Ultimately, the rules don't apply to you. But if you're a natural bodybuilder, somebody who's been training for several years, for example, I've been training for about 6 years, I am pretty much close to what I believe is my natural maximum muscle capacity. So for me, it's more about maintaining muscle and maybe very minimal amount of growth in terms of muscle mass every year. Now, do I need to consume crazy amounts of protein to only grow a very small amount? Not really. All I need to do is consume enough protein to maintain the mass that I already have, and to allow for a little bit extra just in case I make some gains. And that's pretty much it, you know. Whether you're bulking or cutting, this 0.82 grams per pound of body weight or 1.8 grams per kilo of body weight is the absolute most amount of protein that your body can naturally, as a natural bodybuilder, natural person, somebody who strength trains, goes to the gym, can use and utilize. Your protein consumption does not need to be anywhere near as high as what you're made to believe. Follow the simple rules: 0.82 grams per pound of body weight or 1.8 grams per kilo of body weight, and I can almost guarantee that all of your protein needs are taken care of, and you will make the gains. Fill up the rest of your calories with carbohydrates and fats to help your metabolism along and give you great workouts and make you feel like you're living a normal life, and you'll be good to go. Hope you liked the video, guys. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't done so already, share the video with your friends, keep living the life, be the best version of yourself that you can be, and I'll see you next time.